Well, here we are with what is hopefully the first edition, the first episode of Smoking That Ish podcast. I am Martimus, and my co-host over here. Bam. Let's see if we can get it.
Still figuring out the Kings play.
Oh, of course.
Thanks. What up? What it do, people?
This is gonna be a train wreck.
But
anyways, this is this is the co-host Binks over here. Our podcast is gonna focus on mostly just talking about South Dakota bud, South Dakota strains, South Dakota growers, techniques.
the medical industry that we just kind of got propelled into lately. Yeah.
Yeah, like the stuff that's going on, who's growing in South Dakota, what strains are coming out in South Dakota. I know there's a new strain coming out on 420 that's coming out from Pitbull Acres. That's who we're going to be talking about today.
Yep.
We're going to have I know you can't really see it that well because, well, we're not good at doing cameras and stuff, but we got Pitbull Acres here. And that's coming to us from Superior Buds. They're in Mitchell, South Dakota, where the GameStop used to be out there by Walmart. So, don't forget about them. That's good stuff.
And we have also just received our first sponsor, Cloud9 Vape and Glass in Mitchell. Go check them out.
Best prices in South Dakota.
Yep.
Promised.
We
Promised. Best
we do have
prices
some more
in South
potential
Dakota.
guests we do want coming in. There's a store basically for all your medical cannabis cultivation needs, even as far as just regular cultivation needs in town. Fruits Freya, they got a bunch of good stuff too. We're gonna see if we can't get them in here to just kind of collab with a couple people and kind of pick some brains in this process.
For sure, he focuses more on like growing and the growing culture and different techniques and stuff like that. Like that's his main focus. I've been smoking marijuana since I was 14.
Shit,
I
think I was 9.
And just so everybody knows, we are licensed. We both have our medical licenses to smoke. He's working on cultivation stuff right now.
I do have my cultivation license, and in the state of South Dakota, you are allowed. I think it's about 2 plants. 2 plants is what you're allowed. Some legislators say 3, some say 4. It's like 2 in flower, 2 in veg is what you're allowed. So that is something that is an option for med patients in the state to do themselves.
Yeah. I have 0 plants because I just smoke it. I'm a big fan. I don't know. I seem to have a pretty good eye for what's a good bud, what's a good high. I prefer indicas and hybrids because sativas anymore just induce anxiety. It seems like.
See, I don't know. I see a lot of that that I get is I don't even know if that's a thing no more. There's so many fucking hybrids and this and that and throwing.
I heard I'm not 100%, but I heard that the only thing that determines because they never got that's me touching the mic, but they never got a pure sample of sativa. So to determine like how much sativa and how much indica it is, people just smoke it.
Yeah, 100%.
And then they tell you.
100%. They sit someone down in the room. They say, "Roll this up, smoke that, and tell me how you feel." They're like, "Oh, I'm like doing something. Sativa, or I don't feel like doing damn thing today." Well, that's probably indica. These days, that's what I mean is that there's just so much in it that you can't even really tell what's indica or sativa. There can be a dominance. You can get some that.
But that's got to be like based off of like somebody's personal preference to a certain point.
And that's the thing, though. That's how they do it. But you can, if you get 10 people in a room and you say, "Hey, man, try this strain," and everyone's like, "Man, I don't want to get up."
Yeah,
off the couch.
suppose if you get a bunch of people in a room, but that could also be just like people in a crowd agreeing with, what everybody else in the crowd is.
Well, that's almost how you do it now. I mean, you can test it and say it's 50 this, 50 that. But unless you know where the true genetics come from, even that, it's still hard to tell. Just today, there's so much. Everyone's got their own little bit and their little piece and the way they do it. And this one's sticky, this one's not, this one's pretty, this one's ugly, But
good point. Also, we are on the D Game Podcast Network. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell, get notified whenever we release new stuff.
Check them out, get our names out there.
This is the inaugural episode, the very first, none before this. So, and we are open to comments. We
give us some feedback. Give us some good.
Yeah, we take comments really well. Just tell us what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, everything. What you like, what you don't like. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Let me see this. What you got over here.
Yeah. Today we're gonna be talking about. Let's see. What is this? This is grown by Pitbull Acres. We got. Let's see here. Cherry Pie is the strain today. Okay. We got Cherry Pie. Let's see here. It was harvested all the way back 2/16 of 22. You see, I just want to get an initial smell before I hand it off. Oh, they sealed this nice.
They always do.
Double sealed.
I get some stickers on there.
Fantastic, yeah.
No one's smoking on their way home. Waiting for
See,
them to get
we're
home.
legitimate. We're not transporting open containers. Nothing illegal going on here. Oh my goodness.
Ah,
Well, I can tell you this is called cherry pie, and it looks pretty red. We've got.
here, close that. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna close it up and toss it. Go deep. Bam.
So,
It's got really nice hairs on it. It smells almost fruity. Like it's very good. I didn't really feel the bud or the density or anything of it.
it's got a nice little. It's a little fluffy. It's
Yeah, got
got
a
some
nice little
fluff. A
nice
little
little
nice
bounce back
stickiness
to it.
to it. You know, it's got some trichomes in there. It does have a got kind of a light smell, which is okay, I suppose. It doesn't have a lot huge punginess
Well,
to it.
light smell. It'll be more of an intense smell when we grind it up.
Yeah, but it does look like it's got a little leafies on there. Other than that, just as far as trimming goes, but all in all, nice orange hairs on it. Don't look bad, no.
Not too shabby. All right.
Dry some this up, see what it do.
Let's go. What's the percentage on that over there?
Let me see this. This says it is 15.624. About
THC?
16%. Yeah, about 16% THC.
Not too bad. We're looking forward to trying to get the guy from Pitbull Acres. He's a small little grower here in South Dakota. We're trying to get him in to talk about some of the strains he's got. I know he's got an incredible Gary Payton strain that is, it's something you're gonna want to check out. Right now, it's currently sold out, but I imagine it could be out by the time this podcast comes out.
Yeah, Gary Payton
Uh,
doesn't seem bad. I remember we were checking that one out, and that one doesn't seem too bad at all.
yeah,
And from what I know is that this specific cultivator kind of doing things on the smaller scale, kind of more locally based, which is kind of what we're going for with just sponsors and things in general. Is we're trying to focus on just South Dakota because all these states got medical and this and that, but what sets us apart from the rest is what we're trying to get through. So
yeah. We're not just riding horses and going around in wagons and shit.
I mean, we can do it.
We do other stuff. I mean, I guess we
We
could.
still got tumbleweeds out here, bro.
We do have tumbleweeds, yeah.
I didn't know what a tumbleweed was until like last year. Never seen one in my life, dude. I thought that was down in like fucking Kansas or something.
Jeez, Louise,
Yeah,
they're
dude,
all the
I
way,
seen one and I
all
was
the way
like,
from Minnesota.
dude, I seen it and I was like, that's a tumbleweed. I didn't think about them out here.
I feel like this mic's getting too much of me.
Yeah, see here. I grind a little bit of that.
Check this out.
Fluffy is what I get. It is real fluffy.
Oh, that's extremely fluffy. Very nice looking. Got a good. How much keef came off of this? Decent amount.
I didn't really check.
Next time we'll clean the tray out. Get you the keef count.
I didn't want to mix the two at the moment. So
The hairs on this is what I'm impressed by the most. I mean, if you're a fan of bud with red hairs in it, this is pretty good right here. I mean, I got the tray. I know you can't see. We don't have a camera for that yet, but we will.
yes, all in all due time. See, these are things
And
that we're working on. Honestly, my only downside to this so
it
far.
smells pretty good. I might detect a hint of terp, natural terp in it. Doesn't seem like it's
Added in nothing like
doesn't
that.
seem like it's added terp. It seems like it's natural terp. I am not a huge fan of terp, and I sat that on the table. Y'all
Oh, nice.
heard. But I'm not a fan of terps very much. But Cloud9, our
First official sponsor.
first official sponsor, apart from the D Game Podcast Network, they donated our smoking devices for today, and this amazing tray that we have as well. This raw tray here. I think the raw tray, this giant tray. That's the last time I'm going to do that. Giant tray it costs I think $15
It was like
retail.
15 bucks or so.
Yeah, $15. You can have a giant rolling tray, dude.
Yeah, they're doing.
I
good.
mean, I can't imagine what you can't roll on this tray. If you're rolling things bigger than this tray, I mean, you're probably not listening to us.
Nah, man. Nah, man.
probably,
Nah,
probably
man.
just deep in bud.
Eventually, see, that's what I'm gonna be cultivating, getting my own plants. Here, I'm actually in the middle of flowers, so here soon will be getting in towards the bloom stages. I'm in the first couple weeks, so I still got a lot of time left and a lot of learning to do. It is my first grow too, so that'll be fun to be able to see what I can put out with the limited knowledge I have compared to say this right here.
Yeah.
Yep. And I would say honestly, looking at this just by looks alone, the only thing that I have bad to say about it, do a little trimming job, just a little can of brush or something. But other than that, no, everything else about it looks
Right,
nice.
yeah, he's just starting out. This is, I think the cherry pie and God, there's another one, the runts. I think those both came with his second called like second batch.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he's that fresh.
Yeah.
He's starting out, and
That's good though. That's good though. See
yeah,
things like this, if he's especially just starting out, that's good though. It doesn't look bad, and the simple things like that, just trimming, or maybe they end up really airy and light, and crumble a lot, and it's a lot of it's personal preference, man. A lot
yeah,
of it's
for
just
sure.
straight personal. Get this.
A lot of this, and you get this at Superior Buds in Mitchell, right there, strip mall.
And actually, a lot of the dispos throughout South Dakota do have similar buds.
Well,
Um,
similar, but these we're focusing on strictly
Similar.
South Dakota grown.
Yep. Nope. All the ones in you go to your dispensaries and you will find probably the same 5 or 6 from growers throughout the same dispensaries, like the
Yeah,
LBC that we seen there. You'll find that everywhere.
yeah, but it's different variations of it.
Yep. Yep. Well, I think Unity's dispensary has it. I think they were the first ones. I don't know about the flower shop in Sioux Falls. That is another location, and then there's still probably like 5 or 10 more throughout the state. I don't even know about yet.
Yeah. I don't know. I just know I go to Superior Buds because it's
It's
one, it's
local.
closer, it's
Yep.
local, it's more local to us. We both live around Mitchell, so it's more local to us, and I like the prices. I think the prices are better. Um,
It
you
is.
know,
It is a small setup too. I do like
yeah,
that. It is a small setup. The people you see in there, you'll probably see them if you're around in the Mitchell area. You probably see them going to the store or something like
for
that.
sure.
So that is really cool with the whole local part of it.
Yeah, and they're focused on a lot of just local South Dakota
Hmm.
grown, and
There's not a lot of that right now, dude.
yeah,
There's not a lot.
they're looking forward to growing as a business
Hmm.
with cultivators and stuff in South Dakota, which is going to be beautiful.
It's gonna be a bitch, man. Even me myself trying to figure out how to get the licensing and everything like that. It's a lot of money for startup, and even so, being able to get your product into a dispensary is not an easy task if doable within the next 5 years at all.
Yeah.
Because the second it came out, everyone hopped on it. Everyone
Well,
hopped on
yeah,
it.
and everything in that business is cash and everything else,
Everything's
and
cash, and it's got to be. You can only have so many within a certain county, and this and
that's
that.
super hectic.
Oh yeah, dude, it's ridiculous. I was looking into it. I think Mitchell. I think Davidson County there is. I think it allows 5. I think licenses for uh, quote unquote manufacturing is how the technical word they put it.
Yeah.
I think there's like 5 allowed in the county. Then each county that does allow such things has a limit on what they're allowed. So it's almost like playing Guess Who, but 30 other people go first. But hey, buddy, hey, buddy,
Yeah. Well, day by
hey,
day.
by
I
day.
mean, come on, we waited how many years for it just to be all of us waited how many years for this just to be legal in
Well, shit, dude.
any state at all, much less in South Dakota where people, you know,
Even right now,
people
if you
still believe in like Reefer Madness, the movie and stuff. They still think, oh my god, I did it again. But they still think that things are like, weed is a horrible drug that makes you lazy and makes you,
well, shit,
unambitious
dude. Even
or
right now, if
if
you
that's a
are,
word.
I see what you're saying. If you even right now, if you don't have your medical license, like if you do not have a med card, a state issued medical card, because there are 2 different kinds of cards in the state. There's the res card, and then there's the state
That
card.
I don't
That don't count.
I don't take the res card as a real card.
It, do- I mean, it counts on the res.
Well, yeah,
Because it
but
counts on the
that's just it. But
reservation.
I wouldn't feel right carrying that without being like a tribal member or something. I'd feel like I was just cheating
Yeah,
somebody
well,
carrying one
they
of
got
those.
their foot in the door quick as fuck, and that's how they did it,
Well, yeah, because
which
they
understandable.
get to they make their own rules more. They get to run the tribal stuff the way they want
Yep,
to.
yep. And so
You know,
even so, if you don't have your
I
state
think.
card, even concentrates right now, dude, concentrates are felonies.
Yeah,
Concentrates
concentrate's
right
the same
now.
thing as meth
Yeah,
right now in
absolutely.
South Dakota.
If I walk down the street with
I mean, if you have a license, you're good.
yeah, but
Yeah,
that's the thing though. If you don't have your medical card,
and this is mostly a show for people who have their licenses.
I mean, you can watch
You
it,
know?
but you ain't coming
Yeah.
on without it.
Well, yeah, and no one on this show, no guests we have in the future, nobody currently on this show will be smoking with us if they do not have their
Either before,
license.
during, or after? Nope.
Yes,
Nope.
because this is we're trying to make a 100% legal show here. We're passionate about marijuana and marijuana products and smoking products,
And
which you get at Cloud9 in
even right
Mitchell down there by the Burger King.
subtle.
Yeah,
Subtle.
you like that?
Yeah, that's good.
Squeezing it.
Even right now, I'm talking to owner of Fruits Freddy there in Mitchell, the grocery store, and even he's saying he talks to a lot of the growers and this and that, and a lot of those people would be probably interested in getting in on this too.
Yeah,
Just
in the future we will have guests in the future. Hopefully. We're just doing this right now because we're just figuring it out.
I got the day off, that's why. What you
We
mean?
got a little bit of help from my brother. Not much
Yeah,
really.
studio
Yeah. I
licensing,
mean,
fucking label
he
is
built the studio, whatever. Just started the production company and
We showed up. We
ran
showed up,
everything.
man.
Showed us how to run the
No, man.
software
Yeah, man,
and
we showed up.
told
So
us what we were supposed to do. But other than that, it's all us, man. So.
oh, dude.
So
Oh,
it's just you and me. You're building from the ground up, baby. You
D
and me together.
Game Podcast. D Game Podcast LLC. Please,
Yeah, D Game Podcast.
please check them out.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel.
We
For
will
sure.
be. You will probably find us through that for now until we do get our own channel and social media platforms set up and going and in the
Yeah, we're
works.
gonna make our own
Yeah,
name
and
so
even
we don't
after
mess
that,
up his channel so
yep.
much.
And then
So
even
we're gonna
after
make our
that,
own just in case we break any rules, which we're not trying to break. Just in case it happens, something.
tell us.
Yeah. We're open to comments too. If you want to comment, if you want to say anything, we are gonna read the comments personally. So go ahead, hit us where it hurts. Talk about our looks, our
Yeah, I know I need a
feelings.
haircut. People just leave it
Something
out
that
there.
really kills.
I'll get trimmed up next time I come through. I promise.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna keep a hat on because I don't even want to talk about my hair.
I'll cut my hair and still have a hat, dude.
Yeah.
Lifestyle. Yeah, I don't. It's just habit.
Oh
It's habit.
no, no. The cold weather's passing. The hot weather's coming.
See, that's why I got. That's why I got to cut my hair, dude. I got to cut the hair, switch it to snapbacks instead of the beanies because it's gonna get hot out. Nope. Every year you got to grow it out in the winter and then cut it in the summer. How you do it?
Yeah, South Dakota. We got the two seasons: fucking summer and winter.
Oh, I forget we actually have other seasons here sometimes.
Yeah, no.
It ain't even been winter or summer now. It's just fucking fucking Sleetwood Mac.
That's
That's what we're doing right now. Just Sleetwood
Nice.
Mac through the place, man.
Nice. I like it.
That was actually snowplow naming competition in Minnesota is where I found Sleetwood Mac. That was
Nice.
one of the top ones was Sleetwood Mac for the name of a snowplow. Oh
Very
yeah.
nice.
Oh yeah, that's good right there.
And I know we got 420 coming up, big holiday. I know everybody's super excited about it. So I know that at Superior Buds, the guy from Pibble Acres is gonna be there on 420, answering questions, telling people what's up. We're hoping to have him on here and release an episode that same day. So
In
that
theory.
if you cannot make it down there, if you can't make it to see him to ask him questions, we can have him on here and hopefully still get the word out to everybody, on what's coming, the name of the new strain he's dropping on 420,
Yeah. And hey, if you got your medical cards or if you're a grower, licensed distributor or whatever, and you think this is something you'd be interested in just hopping in, let us know. Come kick it.
Yeah, hit us up. We're gonna have to set up like an Instagram for the channel and all that stuff,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We'll probably
we're gonna
have
have to do
separate
that.
ones.
We'll have our own separate ones, but the channel itself, I think, should have an
Yeah.
Instagram too, shouldn't it?
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
I know when I get mine set up, a lot of mine is going to be based on my journey through growing of the plants because
I know
that's
that.
all.
Yeah.
That's intriguing. The
Yeah,
science
for
behind it,
sure.
the science behind it is nuts, dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, the amount that you've talked about pH balance is absolutely insane.
I
What's
mean,
that
it's
like? What's that? What does it take to check the pH balance?
man like 20 minutes. Where I don't do it right. Honestly, once you figure out, depends on what product you're using for either a pH up or a pH down, whatever you are using, each one's a little bit different. Some of them are more concentrated, but the one that I'm using, I think I'm Emerald Harvest right now, pH down. Um, and about 2 gallons, I think I can put about 15, 16 drops in with, cause our tap water just runs high in Mitchell. Fluoride bomb to fix your water, Mitchell. Anyways, about 12, 15 drops, something like that. We'll usually get it down to about where I want it. But figuring that out took me about a month or two, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's another thing is if you overdo it, just start over. Don't try and balance it out. No, man, just start over. Other than that, the rest of it's pretty decent. That's probably the worst meticulous part. Gotta put it in there, shake it up, get it mixed up, make sure you test it right, and then if it's not testing, then you gotta put a little in, shake it up, mix it up, test it, and then you don't want to go over, so you're doing one drop at a time, and 30 minutes later, you're like, man, fuck this. Whole big thing. But worth it, dude. Worth it. The science behind the entire
I suppose once you get it figured out, I mean,
yeah, like I said, now it's the point where
gold
I can.
mine.
Now it's
Once
the
you get it
point
figured
where
out.
I go to water, I can just go. That's probably about right, and I'm usually within a decimal or two of where I
Yeah,
want
and
to
then you
be.
just got to read the 75,000 regulations that there are for everything, and
Oh yeah,
you're good to go.
oh yeah. There's a lot of regulations right now. There's a lot, but with the home growers, because there's a few cultivators throughout the state that do their own personal thing. You are allowed
I
those
mean, I'm
couple plants.
discovering new ones every week here.
Oh
So,
yeah, oh yeah, every day for no reason.
yeah.
Uh shit, the
We
other
are
day.
we are gonna I just want to put that out there that we're gonna focus more on the Pitbull Acres guy for just to start out because he's a personal favorite of mine.
And he is
So
local. He is
yeah,
small.
and he is very small and local. I'm not gonna tell you where he grows because some of y'all might be crooked. So, but he is small, small town South Dakota, definitely. Um, and yeah, I mean he's got just the best product that I've seen since I started buying at at dispensaries and everything like that. He's got the best stuff that I've seen so far. Other people always promise stuff, but it's always just packed with herps.
I have noticed that personally going through, you find some sleepers. That's what you find. You'll be going
For
there.
sure, and this
You'll
they
yeah.
literally what interested me first in Pitbull Acres was the fact that he is so small. Like these guys, literally the Superior Buds people are, they're starting out small.
Oh, I think
He's
they got like what?
small.
They got like 3 employees running that thing right now.
Yeah,
You
they're
see like
killing it.
3 people
They're
there at a time,
killing
if
it.
that. They're doing decent.
They
And
are, and they're people that they love what they're doing. They love weed. They love all that stuff. So I mean,
they're doing it decent. And then you do find some sleepers. People Lakers, he is doing good. From what I've heard, how small he is and how he's running things, he is doing pretty good. You like I said, you find some sleepers though. Dakota Naturals. Um shit, they got one that I go back for every time. It's pretty decent. They have one called Permanent Marker. Love that one. Um
I'm
but
blowing up here over here.
even mute yourself, dude. We're busy, we're working, you fucking blowing up.
Oh yeah. Just the girlfriend wishing us well, which is that's nice. I'll set this on the table that picks up every
I told her to leave me
single
alone for a little
sound.
bit. I don't know, I've
You'd
been
think he set up the studio, and I'm no complaints, no complaints. Beautiful studio.
sounds like a complaint coming.
Um,
Yeah, here it is.
apart from that, you'd think you would have gotten a table that had like a top on it you could touch
There's a little mat.
without it going like that. Boom.
Get a Yu-Gi-Oh duel mat. Can we do that? Can we run some Yu-Gi-Oh in here, dude? I'll mess your blue eyes up.
Oh, we are looking at like doing tapestries and stuff, just to put behind us and stuff for our
Sorry, I don't
show.
know if I can say Yu-Gi-Oh
Because
without
we
saying
are
I
at
don't know
the
it.
we are at the D Game Podcast studios, and here right outside of Sioux Falls in a mystery location. Yeah, so we're gonna have tapestries, etc., behind us in the future. Everything's this is the first episode, so everything's gonna be growing, everything's gonna be expanding. We're gonna be
Improving,
doing more and
improving
more
is
and
a big
more
thing.
every
Improvement,
show. You
improvement is
know,
something.
this
Yep.
show is gonna take time to come out. So I
Ugh.
mean, and then whenever it comes out, it comes out. But we were hoping for tomorrow, but we found out there's a lot more in setting this up than
Oh
we
yeah,
first
dude.
thought,
Anyone who
and
says I'm gonna
everything
just get,
takes a lot of time.
everyone who says I'm gonna just hop up and get this out, yeah, okay,
But once we get it
yeah,
going
okay.
smooth and stuff, we'll be able to put it out more consistently. Certain day, certain, it'll be
We
out this day for this for
yeah. I got Sundays off, so Sundays will probably be filming days.
that's our recording day.
Regardless of when
Yeah.
it gets released, though, it depends on what we're doing too. I do it. I have myself from everyone I've talked to that has been like, man, let me know. We're gonna tune in. We'll support. We'll share it and this and that. About half the people I talk to ask if we're doing live, and that is something
Yeah,
we
I'm not
will
sure.
probably do in the future. But
Well, if anything, we're definitely gonna do live events. I mean, in
Yeah,
the
a
future
live
for
420
sure, a
podcast or
hundred
something like
percent.
that. You know,
We're gonna do a live event
if
sometime.
we
I
have
imagine not this year, probably for 420. We might.
not this year, no, it's too
Yeah,
soon.
this year I would like to get the guy from Pitbull Acres for our 420 episode.
Yep.
I would really like to get him in and
And
talk
that's
to
another thing.
him
Say we
and
get other
be in
cultivators in,
depth.
or people owning these businesses and shit, just normal people who like their cannabis. Get them in
Hey,
here,
we
and
ain't
then
getting a
if we get
guest.
special guests, then we
If we
can,
ain't getting a guest, we're bringing a friend that's got a license, and we're gonna just talk about. We're gonna have a new kind of bud every week. Every single week we're going to talk about a different kind of bud, a different strain, even if it is from the same grower or from potentially a different grower. It's always going to be South Dakota.
or even someone who does have their own cultivation license. So say mine do get up, I'll bring mine in
Yeah,
once
let's
mine
let
gets harvested and this and that. Just so we can kind of see where South Dakota's at and how South Dakota's progressing with it, because this industry is nuts, dude. This
exactly, but
industry
always
is
licensed,
insane.
always legal. We're not going to try and
That is the beauty of South
pull any
Dakota,
tricks or
is
anything
that
like
we
that.
do have the ability to do things. So like in Minnesota, they do have their dispensaries and this and that. A lot of
Our
it.
license numbers, by the way, will be in the description for the episode. So
Yeah, feds want to
YouTube,
check us
everybody
out.
else, check
We're
it
legal.
out. We are licensed and we are good to go. I don't know how knowledgeable we are. I have years of experience in smoking marijuana from different areas all over the place.
Shit, I just started my first grow, so as far as growing goes, I'm still learning. Who knows? I might bring you in a bunk pack of seeds, dude. I don't.
I mean, fuck man, worth a shot.
I'll at least break it up first, make it look legit.
Yeah, right?
Some bricks on it, fucking.
Fucking
Oh yeah.
spray it with a gallon of terps and fucking see who
Some orange
likes
slices.
it.
You remember the orange slices, dude?
This is
You ever
peach
get one
poop
of those back in
salad.
the day? You get a fucking smoke sack with some orange slices in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We used to put orange slices in it to
Yup.
rehydrate the way to be all dehydrated and
Yeah,
super
now they got
dry. And
humidor packs. And now back then you throw some orange
man,
slices
I
in there.
remember, I remember back when weed came in a big brick, and you had to saw it. We had those knives that everybody uses on Thanksgiving when they're cutting the turkey.
Yeah, yeah.
Those automatic knives, we had those, but
Yeah.
just to cut fucking quarters off of bricks like that. And that was, seeds,
I was
stems.
about
You
to say,
didn't
man, I
really talk
remember
about it.
remember Uncle Billy getting a little snagging a little something from Uncle Billy's stash one time and pop snack crackle pop halfway through that thing, dude. It was like popcorn in there, but that was it. Won't
And we
find that
did, we
now.
did. We just smoked a number that had a seed in it. We're not going to tell you the company it's from because we're not haters on here. We're not trying to hate anybody, but
I'm not a fan.
yeah, he's not personally a fan. I've bought quite a few pre rolls from him. Never had a seed before,
I've had a
but
couple. This is like the third or fourth one
oh
through. Like it's
shit,
usually in the middle
that
of the pre
is
roll too, about the same spot. And it's things like that because your seeds, dude. Your seeds can come from anything. It can be come from
yeah,
just germination. Basically, your plant will turn into a transvestite
yeah.
or
We're gonna we're
hermaphrodite.
gonna tell you about the good ones. We're gonna tell you about the good people, the people you should go and get your stuff from and buy stuff from, and the people you should spend your money with.
Yep. And
And
honestly, dude,
basically, if we don't mention them after so many episodes, if we're not bringing them up, I mean, I wouldn't.
well,
If you like the stuff that we like, if you're into the buds that we are into, I would not,
a little
be
self-explanatory at
following
that
people that
point.
we're not really talking about.
Yeah, and the seed thing, dude, that can be light. Fans can have a light on,
It can happen every now and
and
then,
that's
but
what I
like
mean.
you
But
said,
that's
it's
another thing
happened
is like
multiple times, man.
after when it becomes a consistent thing, which because I know right now the prices are ridiculous, fucking ridiculous. But like I think right now,
Oh, but hey, they're at Superior Buds.
the Spirit
They
Buds is
got they
honestly
got
pretty cheap.
Pitbull Acres. They have Pitbull Acres. They have ounces that they sell there for $220.
Vortex.
$220 before tax, and sometimes those are 10% off on certain days. I'm not sure which days, but they always have sales going on.
Yeah,
And
they
that is
are
on
decent.
sale certain days for 10% off,
Hmm.
which brings you down to $198 before tax,
I
which
think
is a totally
I
reasonable
think
amount
this little
for a
eighth we got.
medicinally checked, safe ounce of marijuana.
Yeah, I think this little what is it? This little eighth we got was on sale for like what $35
It
or
was
something like that.
$35 regular, so it was probably 10% off, so 350 off,
Yeah, that ain't too bad. And honestly,
No, for an eighth,
a lot of
not
the
bad.
prices are messed up right now because you'll get some like I know if you go to Sioux Falls, you buy a pre roll, $20, $20.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Here at Sperry Butts, I just grabbed one. I think it was like 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got great prices, dude.
That's $6 saves you on gas money that you don't have to drive too. So for them in that location, they're doing good.
They're
That being
they're
said,
doing the absolute best they can because they want to grow the business
that being
and because
said,
they're
there are a
passionate
couple other
about what
good
they do.
ones. Unity, I really like Unity. I was there the opening day, first dispensary in South Dakota. I was there, so I'm a little biased. I'll say I'm a little biased.
I went there first as well, but just it's more of a I don't want to say it's more of a, like a professional vibe there, like people in collared shirts and stuff, and
Oh, did I tell you last time I went what they gave me?
it makes me it
Did I?
makes me uncomfortable being like a hippie kind of
Oh,
person
dude,
like
nah,
I am.
man.
I don't really want to say I'm a hippie because I don't want all the stigma that comes with it.
Ah,
I
nah,
just
dude.
like
Last
marijuana.
last time I went in there, right? Check this. Last time I went in, grabbed me some edibles, some flour. Nothing too fancy. Rings me up, and I'm leaving. All of a sudden, he goes, hey man, wait a minute." He goes, "I got something for you." What? Turn around, dude hands me a fracking Unity pizza cutter, Unity Road pizza cutter, branded, labeled dispensary pizza cutter. I was so hyped. That right there was the. Nah, they're pretty all right. They are a bright, energetic group of people there though. Everyone there is usually pretty decent, but I'm also
Oh,
biased
they're
because
educated. I'm
oh
not
yeah,
going to say they're not educated. They are full
yep,
educated,
they
but
do that.
I
That
kind of
company,
got a vibe like somebody's trying to sell me a car.
yeah,
You know?
but that company is also out of other states too.
Yeah.
They do have other locations, but
Yeah,
they
not a
were the
fan.
first in South Dakota.
Yeah, but I'd rather just stick with a local
Yeah, the
business.
local ones are doing decent. They do have some decent stuff, and like I said, a lot of dispensaries do have in 4 or 5. You'll just see this one here, see this one here, and this one here.
Yeah, because
But you might not find this
doesn't the
here.
weed doesn't it have to come from South Dakota to be sold in South Dakota
Yeah, there's
dispensaries?
actually a
It
company that
has to be
just
grown here, doesn't
there's
it?
actually a company that just got caught doing otherwise.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty
yeah.
sure it was 605
And
cannabis.
that's why we can't get carts. You can't buy carts anymore
There
for
were a lot of them
right
were
now,
they
and
were putting
that
out Delta
is
is what they were doing. They were using Delta 9, bringing it to the dispensaries as
yeah, I believe they had
THC, but it's
their
just Delta.
Pineapple Express carts were
Delta,
Delta
and so
completely,
were the Rice Krispies.
and their Rice Krispie bars were Delta.
What's funny, because I had one of those Pineapple Express cards. I bought it and I didn't like it.
I'm still
No wonder why I
personally
didn't like it.
I like the taste, but I didn't really care for it.
I hated everything about it.
Um,
I'm just not a fan of Delta though. It's weird.
I
It's
never
gross.
really have been. It doesn't really do much for me,
You know how they get away with that? How they
Huh?
get away with that? So when you measure the content in it as Delta, it will come up as like 0.3% Delta 9, whatever it is supposed to be. But when you smoke it, the chemical reaction from smoking it is what produces the THC. So when you get this HHA, THC, OP, whatever the fucking alphabet you got going on, it's legal until you smoke it. That's how they get away with that. And it's just a simple science. Simple science. Burn it, makes a new chemical, gets you all tweaked out.
Nah, I'm not a fan. I'd
No,
rather
it gives
just
me headaches.
I'm
It gives me headaches,
fucking
dude.
if I'm gonna try something, I'll just roll it up in a joint and hand it to me.
Yeah, I'm
Like
like,
that's how I like to try stuff. But this for our buds here, the buds that we're gonna be smoking, we're gonna be using a clean piece, not a cleaned piece, but
nope.
a clean new piece every
Nope.
week. Yeah,
Brand new. Just
yeah,
bought.
brand new,
Never
wrapped
used.
up, fresh. Actually donated to us by our sponsor Cloud
First
Nine.
sponsor. Thank you,
They're in
Cloud9,
Mitchell,
for
South
that.
Dakota. Best prices in South Dakota, guaranteed.
So far.
Yep.
So far. I
That's
haven't
what he
went to a lot.
says. He
No,
says best prices in South Dakota guaranteed, and
probably.
I respect him enough to believe him.
All right,
I,
dude. I'm telling you right now. Every time I
that
go in
guy
there.
has never fed me a line of something that I would make me think otherwise.
Well, I mean, if he
Ever.
does, he at least tells me.
He's always shot me straight.
That's nice if he does. He tells me, yeah, this might be shit. Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it is, if you're like, oh, I don't have $45, I can only spend 15. He's like, well, this might be a lesser quality
Well, this is
product, but
it.
it'll
But
get you by till you get
it
paid,
it'll
or
work. But
whatever.
you're giving me only $15.
Exactly, and it's business, man.
Oh yeah.
That's every business, and like we said, he's honest. He's honest, tells the truth
Mm-hmm.
about stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why we go there. That's why I go to Superior Buds. They're passionate. They like what they do, and I mean, big fan. Just never steered me wrong. They had other people. To me, terps in weed to me taste like chewed up aspirin in the back of my mouth. I'm not a fan. Everybody's always like, "Can you taste?" We added some peach terps, and I'm like, it tastes like
Yeah.
when I blow out, I taste peach, and then I taste chewed up aspirin in the back of my mouth. I'm not a
Nah,
fan.
man.
I am a big hater
I
of
just want
terps.
I want my
Hater
stuff to
of
taste good
terps.
as is. And that's what's really cool about this whole growing aspect that I'm gonna be doing is that I can learn how to do things like that. Like you learn, you know how to isolate different flavors and different qualities of each one separately, and then you can learn how to isolate them and get them to what you want. And that's why I suppose I'm really just centered around that because that's it's like crack addiction right now. It's not okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I've also been wanting to cultivate since I was like 13. That's just something. It's amazing for the economy. The things it does. You got to think, dude. Think about this, right? You had one teacher you liked in high school, right? At least one. One teacher throughout your years. You had at least one, right? At least
Yeah.
one. Yeah. They probably don't make shit, dude. It's weird
Oh
knowing.
yeah,
It's weird knowing that
especially in South
in
Dakota,
the
dude.
summertime,
Teachers in
dude.
South
In the
Dakota ain't getting
summertime thing,
paid,
dude. Your
man.
fucking seventh grade teacher Paul, man, he's got to fucking wash cars and scrub carpets in the
Yeah,
summertime because
teachers. I mean, maybe in Sioux Falls, maybe
so
teachers
that
in
when
Sioux
I started
Falls make
when I
better money.
yeah
You know,
oh
but
they
as
got to
far as like a small town like where I live,
oh not shit, dude.
no.
And that's what kind of got my interest in the whole growing aspect is that I seen what it did for the economy in Colorado, when it in California, and when it did to that economy. I was like, that would be cool because I know my favorite second grade teacher. I know she probably broke as fuck. I hope you're not. Please be doing well. I hope you're up 10 points. But just the way it is, learning through the years that things like that. Just because these state people that helped shape our youth, they might not be getting paid. They might not be able to feed their kids because they got a house and they got bills and then they got to work summer jobs. And so that's what kind of got me into it. Was like, man, this would be really cool for the economy. And besides, we spend too much money putting people in jail. Too much money.
I mean,
Too much, dude.
especially for
Right
the
before,
war. Okay, let's get
dude,
this out of
right
the way.
before
The
I
war on drugs is complete and utter garbage. It's a pit of fire where you throw money and then it gets lit on fire, and then they put poor people in prisons to pay for the fire burnt money.
yeah, kind of yeah.
You don't see people who can afford lawyers a lot getting the big sentences. Everybody always says it's a color thing, and I bet in certain areas it is. I mean, it's got to be.
Oh yeah.
But for us in South Dakota, it's always been a poor thing. If you can't afford a lawyer, and they know that by your car and stuff like that, you get treated different.
Oh yeah.
It's not
Dude, right now
nice.
actually in Mitch,
And
so
we're not like anti-police either, by the way.
no,
We're
do your
not
no,
anarchists or anything like that
absolutely. Please do your
because
job. You help.
yeah, I mean, if somebody's at my house with a gun, you gonna show up? Are you gonna show up and tell them to get on the ground and tell them to leave? No, just them. Okay, I'm fans of them. I like them. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. And even dude, even right now, with going back to what you said, if you in Mitchell, because that's kind of where we're around. If you go to jail there, there's no bond. Okay,
Yeah.
no,
No.
it's
Yeah.
cash,
You go straight to jail. Yeah.
cash, in full, whatever
Do
it is.
not pass go to
They
knock like
say
$200. No.
they say
No.
bail buck 30 grand. You can't go get a bail bondsman. Nope, you need to have cash. Well, then guess what? You got $30,000 bond. Someone shows up with $30,000 cash.
You only gotta have 10%, I think.
Nope, not in Mitchell. It has to be all cash, 100% in full.
Oh, it's got to be a bail bondsman monopoly then. What's the bill? There's got to
Nope,
be what?
they don't
Just
have
one
one.
bail bond?
She won't do it.
Oh no shit.
Yep, I
So many
right
people abscond.
before I got my medical card, I
Too
actually
many people abscond and ditch out.
probably before I got my medical card, I actually went to jail for concentrates. Um,
I
before
got arrested twice for marijuana before I was 21.
dude, I was baffled. I'm sitting there and she's going through my stuff and I'm like, okay, whatever. It's just your weed and well, found it in my pockets. I sure hope so. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna give that to you. And she goes, oh, there's some concentrates here. I'm like, yep, cool. Nothing really to it. And she goes, oh, you're gonna go to jail. I'm like, why? What? Concentrates? You're telling me to jail for some weed right now, dude?
Yeah, for real, for some
And
marijuana.
it
Like
is actually
I didn't
the
hurt nobody.
concentrates
I'm
did.
not. The thing is prison and jail is supposed to be for it's supposed to be for people who are a danger to society. People who can't be out in normal regular society because they obstruct the flow of, what people do, work,
Menace to
etc.,
society,
so on.
career criminals
Yeah.
and such.
Yeah, I mean anybody
To an
who's
extent.
violent. If you're violent, sure.
Love you, mom.
But I mean, there's how many people locked up for marijuana that are a threat to no one,
Well, shit, actually.
except for somebody's pantry,
And see, here's the thing with this medical thing is like the people can be doing this. Like how I'm growing my own, people can do this. But when you do those things, you want to be within those regulations that people don't understand. Because
You follow the
there was
rules,
someone
man.
the other day, a couple weeks ago, just pulling out what is it, like 50, 100 plants out of this dude's house because he didn't have the proper
Yeah,
regulations,
dude,
he didn't
follow
have the
the
proper
rules, man.
licensing, and it's little things like that. You think it's all cool, and it's like,
Don't
all
try to
right,
cut corners. Don't try to,
this is
beat
not
around the
the industry
bush.
for it, dude.
Don't
Not
try to
right now.
BS them.
No,
I mean,
you understand?
you're only hurting yourself.
We'll have to probably when we leave here, if we don't go through this whole eighth of what we got, proper way to
Oh,
travel with your
buddy,
cannabis, by the way.
buddy.
Oh, we're going through
We're
it.
going through
But
this. Eh?
for those who don't know, who are new, the proper way to travel and transport your cannabis is as though it is alcohol. out of your reach and lock it.
Sealed.
Yep, out of your
Do
reach.
not break that seal till you get home.
Don't put your weed in
If
the
you
bag.
want to look at it, ask the person at the dispensary, ask them to check it out, to look at it, to grab it, to give it a good smell, see if you like it. I mean, all
Uh,
you can literally most places if they don't have a container that you can push a button and smell it at least. There's places that'll let you look at it, like actually pop the container and look
uh,
at it, which
flower
is
shop. Flower
yeah,
shop. They got the old school mason jars up there. And
yeah.
yep, and they pop. You want to smell the little
So
puff there. So
you know when
yep.
it's
So there's a
what you
couple,
want,
and then
and
even
you don't.
in
There's no reason to pop it open in the car, and stuff
no, dude,
that'll get you popped, man.
that'll get you ticketed, probably arrested, and that could
Yeah,
also
if
get
it's
your
just
medical.
flour, you probably just get a ticket slap on the wrist. But if it's concentrates and shit, I mean,
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to have
you
those.
break that
It's like
seal,
alcohol.
dude.
If you're driving down the road and you got a bottle in the trunk, got any alcohol? It's in the trunk. Okay, whatever. You got an open bottle, car crash in your center
I
console.
think the rule
That's it.
is that the alcohol has to be out of reach of the driver.
Out of reach, unopened.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yep,
Open
that's
container
same
is
thing.
its own thing.
They do it the same way. Also, another thing is when you do travel, don't put it in a bag. Don't put it in a bag because you can still get charged for having it in a bag because that is quote unquote possible distribution intent because it's in a bag
It has to be in the container that
and in a
it was given
container
to you.
or
And if it's in
in
the
a jar.
bag, if it's in the bag that the dispensary gives you, I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're going to take it. They're going to staple that thing, and they're going to staple it shut.
Yeah,
And I mean,
just
it's
don't
still
touch it till you
sealed.
just don't
It's
touch it
still
till you get
sealed.
home.
So I mean, that stapled bag still counts as sealed, as far as I know.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So
Because they
that's
stapled it and did everything like that. But
yeah.
even so, another way is jars. I know Raw because Raw has everything now. They got these little mason jars that I got at Cloud9. Shout out Cloud9. They got these little jars that actually they are mason jars. They are smell proof. They come in a container with a little padlock on it. Something like that is absolutely ideal because of the fact it's a jar. Because if you have a jar of weed and you got some dude with 2 bags of weed, who are you gonna charge? Dude who's got 2 bags, you're distributing. What it looks like.
Yeah.
But if you have your jar, that's my personal. That's another thing is travel with jars. If you do take it out of its container, say it breaks. I break mine, dude. I dropped all these. I don't even half of them. I don't even know where they go. So I have a couple jars. So when it does do that, I put it in those jars. So when I do travel, I don't have to put it in a bag and oh you got it in a bag. I got it from the dispensary. It doesn't look like it. Well, no,
Yeah. Dispensaries do not sell you anything in a Ziploc or sandwich bag.
no, dude. So if someone says they got
Just
this from the
for
dispo and it's in a Ziploc
yeah.
bag, no,
Yeah, definitely.
no,
Definite new.
no.
Definite
Don't do that. No, that came from Pablo
100%.
down by the park, dude. That didn't come from the dispo.
Oh man. Well, we hope everybody's enjoying what we're doing here. This is we're just two people passionate about weed, talking about it, trying to get to the bottom of growing techniques
I'm
and
trying to show everybody that I'm growing the goods. Also, just that's another
yes.
thing is growing techniques. That's why I want to get this Pipple Acres guy in. Is just different things like that because there's 20 different ways to go.
Yeah, just so you know, if you are thinking about being on the show and you have, let's say, maybe some secrets you don't want to talk about, you don't want to put out there, because you got your own thing going on, you got what you're doing, you got that all
say it's
worked
like a little
out.
secret
So you don't
soil
want to,
setup you got going on or something.
yeah, you don't want to put out, yeah. So we can always chat off camera. We're just thirsty for knowledge, really.
Content.
I mean,
Content knowledge.
yeah,
That's a huge thing about it is there's actually only about 4,000. I think it's like 4,000 people in the state of South Dakota with medical licenses right now, as far as even just regular cultivation, and a lot of it is because of just lack of knowledge. And
yeah.
I think it's like
And once again, D Game Podcast Studios, please like, subscribe, ring the bell. You will also get
make our
access
bill a little bit
to
cheaper. Thanks, guys.
you will also get access to the D Game Podcast.
Yep, we
And you'll
will
get
be
notified
kind
on
of
that. That is another kind of podcast that more focuses on what it takes to be a man. That's
yeah.
really their focus. That's what they focus on. They give advice. If you're struggling, let's say you're having trouble, you can't, you have trouble talking to women, um, stuff like that. It makes you nervous. They have advice.
Tate got locked up.
You
Now's the
know,
time to shine, bro.
yeah,
He got locked down. It's time to shine,
they
dude.
got advice and stuff for you, to help you out. Exercise, etc.
And
And
our whole thing.
firsthand comments on stuff like that. So check them out. Definitely D Game. They're also on the D Game Podcast Network.
Yep.
Believe it or
We're
not.
gonna be on the D Game Podcast Network.
That's where we are. That's where we're
the
coming to
entirety
you.
of
We are
it,
coming
so
to you from Game Podcast Studios.
Yes.
So, and I know I keep looking
I'm in
off
the
and like
stew.
fucking spinning around like a stooge in a chair.
I'm in
I've
the
never done
stew.
a podcast before, so feel free to comment and tear me a new ass about all the mistakes that I'm making.
You know, oh fuck! Now see, look, then he pulls me up over there and says mistakes and
Boom,
switches it
your
over.
fault.
Yeah, there we go, bud.
Nah, he's more natural on camera than I am. I think I'm just gonna keep it on him for a while.
Oh no,
He looks better, doesn't he? Just the motherfucker looks comfortable on
it's
camera,
the
right?
sweats, dude. Just don't look down a little bit.
And I look like every time you turn the camera on me, I look like you just caught me doing something. Like,
Above waist shot only.
yeah, right? Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
got
didn't.
pants
You
on.
didn't even hit a button yet.
I got
I
pants
got
on.
socks on, so we're
Yeah,
good.
I got pants on. As
I got socks
far
on,
as
we're good.
everybody knows.
I mean,
oh
as far as they know, that's all they need to know. All I need to know.
man. Let's see. Well, we're a little ways into this. We've talked about the bud. Once again, the bud is cherry pie, grown by Pibble Acres, harvested right here in South Dakota.
That is the thing is we
All
want to
right.
focus on is South Dakota grown and South Dakota local South Dakota people because it is a new industry. There's only 4,500 people that can smoke right now
Yeah.
legally within the state. So it
Really?
is
How
a
many?
very like 4,500, dude.
I've never been part of the cool kids club.
Dude, there's
That's nice.
yeah,
I like it.
dude, no cap. There's literally only about 4,500 actual medical state registered patients.
I'd have a heart attack to be able to, get
Yeah,
my
he had
card.
to have a heart attack and my
Yeah,
teeth
heart
fall
attack
out of my
at
face.
38. What? Where you at? Where's your heart attack game? I bet you ain't even had one yet, son, huh?
Don't drink
Where
energy
you
drinks,
at?
kid.
No heart attacks? Thought so. Keep
Don't
eating
drink
healthy,
energy
you
drinks.
fucking dork.
When's the last time you ate a lettuce, dog? Just some collard
Ate
greens.
lettuce?
Yeah, some collard greens.
I ate lettuce actually. I ate lettuce yesterday. I had a
Fair enough.
sandwich that
I suppose now they're kind of
had
like you have
lean
to.
turkey on
Oh,
wheat bread,
lean
and
turkey.
I've always ate my sandwiches dry. I don't
You
like Miracle Whip
what?
and yeah,
What kind
dry
of heathen
sandwiches.
are you? What you toasted or
No,
something?
I feel like the moisture on the
What?
sandwich.
Hold
I
on.
feel like the moisture on the
Nah, dude.
sandwich should be the
This is-
vegetables.
No, this is something we need to address. You don't put no dressings whatsoever.
Nothing, not
Nothing.
not a thing.
Not no
not a
Dijon.
thingy dingy.
Not no Dijon. Not no vinegar.
Nope.
Nothing, dude.
Mm-mm.
That you're a menace. You are an absolute menace to society, bro.
Yeah.
They make movies about people like you, and it's called Saw.
Yeah, just
All
dry
right, dude.
sandwiches. I put vegetables on there, and I feel like the vegetables should be the moisture on the sandwich.
Man,
Tomatoes, lettuce.
So ketchup. Ketchup on a burger though.
Not a good burger.
Okay, I mean fair. Honestly,
Yeah.
fair.
A good burger shouldn't have ketchup on it. That's a damn travesty.
What do you get when you go to Subway, dude, or like Jimmy John's?
Subway, I focus on like turkey, lean
You
turkey.
still don't get none of that, buffalo sauce, nothing.
No.
No, dude.
Mm-mm. If I want to be fancy, I'll get just a little bit of the Southwest sauce
Okay.
put on it if I'm feeling fancy that
Do
day.
you have them take it off like if you go to Jimmy John's? You say no mayo and shit.
I don't go to Jimmy John's.
What's wrong with you?
I don't like Jimmy John's. I feel like they got subpar sandwiches.
Oh, Jimmy John's.
I feel like Jimmy
Amazing.
John's has like the shredded lettuce.
Ah.
Their sandwiches. I ate there once when they first started coming around South Dakota, and I just felt like their sandwiches were subpar.
Man. Lacking. They do have a new one that they came out with that was actually pretty good. It's got fresh mozzarella on it. That was pretty decent. But that has like a balsamic vinegar. But you probably don't. Dude, that's weird. Dry sandwiches, man. That's nuts. Just raw dogging it.
Dry sandwiches, and if it gets too dry in your mouth, you just take a big old swig of soda with it.
I'm about to say, what do you do when you get golf ball
Wash that
stuck, dude?
wash that buddy
You
down.
can't breathe because you just took
Yeah.
a fucking chunk of.
Nah, I'm interested.
Dude, that's
I'm
nuts.
interested in the taste of the sandwich. I don't. 'Cause if you put something on it, then you just tasting mayo and shit.
You put too much on, yeah, but
I
like,
mean,
I don't know.
name a place that doesn't.
Well, you got to tell them light.
Like,
Light, just a little bit.
oh man.
Oh, and we are going to be doing a Smoke Shack version of the podcast.
Yeah, we can't. Obviously, we can't smoke in the studio. Duh.
It will
Duh.
be. It will be in a different location.
What kind of an idiot would just assume that you can come down and smoke in a studio like a total goober?
Yeah. So
I did assume we were. But no, we're gonna have a separate location where we smoke. Because we don't want to smoke around all the equipment and the stuff.
and this is a studio that other people will be.
So
using.
yeah, we don't want to be
Oh, you see
rude.
it? Pretty
We
nice,
don't
dude.
want to be rude.
Nice
This is
little
a
setup we
studio
got
that
here.
will be used by other people.
I know you see the Mac logo right there on the screen. Yeah.
What? Brought to you by my brother's laptop. What's up?
Yeah. See, so it's decent.
Boom.
It's decent. It's decent.
I mean the producer, editor,
Uh,
executive producer. co-executive producer,
I think his name's on the image of it.
editor, editor in chief. I'm not.
I think we're just guests right now.
I
I
mean, as
think we're just
far
guests. Uh,
we basically live in the palm of his hand right now.
yeah,
So
yeah, we're just taking a quick little seat, stroll down the river that he
yeah,
owns. Yeah, we use his inner tubes to float down his river, grabbed his fishing poles, fish some of the fish that he put in the
yeah.
river. That's kind of how it's going right now.
He's
So
investing in us, and for the life of me, I don't know why. But thank you,
yes,
thank you. Good looking out. Enjoy having an opportunity like this. We're definitely not going to waste it. We're going to be coming out with once we get the editing process and the name and the channel, the Instagrams, all that stuff.
once we
Once
get
we get
all
all that
the
worked
beginning
out,
fine details
we're going to
tuned
be
in.
flowing. We're going to be putting out one of these a week. We're going to be putting out one of these a week for sure. And then also we're going to be working on doing clips. We're going to work on doing all kinds of extra stuff.
All the good social media stuff you need to build a nice
I'm sure
platform.
we'll have a TikTok and everything else by the
I
end
don't
of
do it.
all this.
That ain't me. I don't do
Yeah, I
that.
know, but we both have girlfriends, and girlfriends do TikTok.
I
So
I don't tic tac.
we will
No,
most likely
I
end
don't tic
up
tac.
with clips and stuff on all forms of social media because
Yeah,
we are. I mean, we're just trying to get it out there, you know.
yeah. Like I
This is
said,
stuff that we're interested in, stuff that we like. We're trying to see if anybody else
we're trying to
likes
grow the
this, is
market because
interested.
even right now, I can tell you right now, even with Mr. Pipple Acres, I don't even know his name, but that's what we're going by today.
Well, I don't
Pipple
know
Acres.
his name either. I
Hell yeah,
just
that's
he
perfect.
right now he is a
He's that guy.
mysterious man behind the
Yep.
curtain.
But
He is Oz.
even so, you got to think though. There's only 4,500 medical patients in the state, and you got 7 different manufacturers. It's getting hard for
Well,
these
even if
people
you're from
to.
other states, I mean, if you wherever you're from, if you are interested in marijuana and just want another aspect, because I know a lot of people don't know that South Dakota even has weed
Yeah.
or marijuana or anything, and it's a fresh atmosphere
Hmm.
for people who want
And
to
it's
come up,
new
for
into the
people who
state
want to do
too.
stuff.
And it's new into the state. Like I said,
Yeah,
even right now with even with Mr. Pipple Acres and the rest of the cultivators in the state, it's to the point where there's not a lot of med patients. With this 4,500 people that we do have as medical patients, you got all these cultivators that have all this product that they might not be able to get out because there's only 4,500 people that are purchasing it with the prices and everything like that. So I think just giving people the knowledge, little bit by little bit, will kind of open up doors for more people to come in to allow the market to actually start kind of generating
for
the
sure.
way it should be. Because right now there are about 5 people sitting up top making millions for no reason.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, they got on it first, you know.
yeah,
First come, first serve.
if I had 5 mil, I would have, but I do
Yeah,
not.
no hating here.
No. 10 points. 10 points. I'll take one of them golden spoons though.
I mean,
No problem. Let me
if
get
we're hating on you, you done something to deserve it.
what I will be upset with is that seed that we found in that pre-roll, but I'm not naming names.
Yeah, we're not calling them out yet because once again,
And it's all learning process too. Like all these companies, they're within 2 years old. Well, that's another thing is, with us being able to review these and see that we can see their progress throughout and see how they, work towards getting wherever they end up.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna grow together. And our sponsor is, once again, sponsored by Cloud9 Vape and Glass
Officially, first
in
sponsor.
Mitchell, South Dakota. If you got any questions, you can call 605-990-5568. And I mean, talk to somebody there, see what they
He's got a
got.
Snapchat too. He does have pretty sure he's got an Instagram. He
Yep,
does
he's
got a
not always
Snapchat.
there. I know they probably have a Facebook. I
Yes, they do.
mean,
Yes, they do.
all kinds of ways to ask questions, anything you want to know. We got Superior Buds is where I personally, it's just, excuse me, don't want to get that on the mic.
Oh,
It's
nice,
but it's
nice.
personally where I buy all my marijuana and marijuana products. Uh it's just the best dispensary I find. I'm gonna set this on this notebook because I'm not setting it on the table.
Make that
But
nice. Yep.
yeah.
No, but so
But
far they're doing
it's
good.
my favorite place. They're knowledgeable, passionate.
Yeah, they're decent. They're decent. That's for sure. They're
The
doing.
Gary Payton was actually shown to me by one of the people that worked there passionate. I mean, and when new stuff came in, he was like, "Hey, let me tell you, and that was very nice. It was
And
very
it's
good.
almost the same as you were doing it before. Come get some and guy next week, man. That shit was nothing. He be getting you like
No, no,
that
no.
too.
That Gary Payton is 100%. Yeah, I mean that's. I think if
That was
there was
not bad. See, I'm
if there was a
picky though. I'm
competition,
picky.
if there was a competition in South Dakota, I feel like that Gary Payton would win an award for sure.
No,
I feel like it would come in just with
no.
South Dakota grown buds
Top
and
five.
South Dakota weed.
Top five maybe.
I feel like it'd be a top three.
Nah.
Yeah,
Nah, permanent
I do,
marker, smoke it any
100%.
day.
No, I'm not talking about the potency or the smoke. I'm talking about everything all together.
Yeah, no.
Permanent marker, the smell is obviously closer to that
The
of
smell, there's the
permanent
well,
marker.
see, I'm also really picky though because I am trying to work on the cultivation aspect of it. When I look at a perfect bud, I'm like, all right, you need decent, you need to have some density, not too light, not too fluffy. I want some color. I don't want all of your trichomes to be falling off when I pick you up. So I
No,
myself
yeah,
am
it's got to be, it's got
super,
to hold
I'm
itself
super
together.
picky and
It's got to
biased.
hold it. It's got to hold itself together very nicely. Let me see that that cherry pie again. Oh, they fucking did we donate to the couch monster?
Yeah,
Couch monster ate it.
couch monster left pocket.
Oh, that was
And I'm
I think that was
biased, dude.
off camera,
Like I
but
said, but dude, I'm so
but
biased when it comes to it, just because I'm picky, and because I am
so
growing my own. That's also why I'm very, very picky. Like I've noticed lately, like beforehand, I smoke something, I'm like, oh, cool, it works.
yeah.
But now, dude, if I smoke something, like even that right there, the trimming, it upsets me.
Well,
Just
yeah,
because it's,
yeah,
but
yeah.
little things like
Like I
that.
said, this came out in his second batch, and I feel like his second batch might have been just rushed just a little bit
Oh, dude, mine'll probably look worse than
because
that.
I don't think he expected his product to sell as fast as it did. Like when this came out at Superior Buds, when this came, I mean the hairs on this is
Well, you don't got anyone else selling ounces right
the
now.
hairs. I mean he just started selling ounces. His
Uh-huh.
first batch he only
No,
had eights.
no
He
other,
didn't have
no other
ounces.
manufacturer does that.
I mean you hold it up in the light and it sparkles like for like you just
It is
picked up a
very orange.
diamond.
It is very orange. I have a lot of red hairs in there, some nice red and orange hairs. I will give it
It
that.
smells, it's almost got a nature smell to it,
It's light. It's
like
light.
yeah, it's a
Not hay.
nice
Do
light
not do
smell.
not mix up
No,
with
no, no, no,
hay.
no, nature. When you're a little kid and you're outdoors, you're playing in the trees, all that
Pissing in the
mixed
wind.
together. Yeah, pissing in the wind, fucking writing your name in the snow, whatever the fuck,
I
You know what I'm
do
saying?
calculus in this IP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't. I
No?
uh
Don't
I
pee
just do
long enough.
initials.
Nah, dude, I gotta hold it in all day so I can get the whole problem
I
out.
legit just do initials. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Fucking calculus problems, man. I'm trying to balance out my fucking nutrients process. That's how I do it.
But this bud is just very nice. It holds itself together very well. Like let's say I'm on here. Let's say I drop it on the tray. You don't see any of the hairs coming off. They're not
Mm-hmm.
just they're not. It's not just a flaky bud. Let's see if we squeeze it down real good.
It's got a little,
I mean, you squeeze it down
got a
real
little life in
good,
there for
and it
being.
sticks. It sticks to your fingers.
Look at that, I
Like
can see it from here. It's flattened out.
it's flattened out and it's not puffing all the way back up because it is sticky. Like when you squeeze this, when you compress it, it all sticks to itself. It sticks together, and this is gonna resin up very nice.
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing though. See, I'm biased. I'm so biased, dude. I'm so
Mm.
biased because I'm so
It
picky
does, like
now.
I said before, it does smell like it might have a little bit of terps in it, which is a turn off for me. But
Yeah.
they're natural terps. It's not added.
And then see,
It
that's the
doesn't smell
thing.
like added terps. Like when I compressed it, now you can smell it more.
Hmm.
Like when it was just the full bud itself, you couldn't really smell terps on it.
Hmm. And a lot of it, and see, again, everything's personal preference. Personal
Yeah,
preference.
but exactly. That's enough. That's enough of us talking about smoking it. We're gonna go ahead and
Smoke it.
switch over to the smoke shack and go try this out.
Go from there and see what happens.
Yep, yep, yep.
Ooh,
We're still, by the way, the smoke shack, etc., is all currently unrefined.
that's a
Say,
very nice way to put that. Is
yeah,
unrefined and in beginning stages of development.
under
There we go.
construction.
Yes,
Yeah,
under construction
yeah.
for future development.
All right. Well, let's see how we get one of these podcasts over to the smoke shack. There'll be, I'm sure, a smooth edit right here happening. Back in the
I
studio,
can't
we're
see
just
myself
we're
anymore.
really just trying to wrap up right now. They got another podcast shooting in the studio. Busy, busy, busy.
I can't see myself no more, so I don't know how I look.
No,
So
I mean,
spruce myself up, get a little lint roller or something over here. But
nope, no time.
no,
That's you. That's how you look. That's how everybody sees you. There you are.
son of a bitch.
That's what you get. All
No,
right.
but this was nice. This was nice.
Yeah.
Um,
Once again, cherry pie by Pitbull Acres,
6 out of 10.
harvested
6 out of
all the
10
way
on my
back in
end.
February of last year. Um, yeah, six
Six.
from his end, 6.5 from my end.
We did find
You
aviator,
decide. We did find the tiniest speck of a beaner.
but it was there.
Yeah.
But it was there. Minus points, but not bad on the rest of
That,
it.
of course, talking about a seed. We're not racist.
Oh god, do we have to
Yeah.
get that out too now?
I mean,
I hope
yeah, you
not,
gotta
dude.
cover all your bases. We don't want people thinking one thing, you know.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean,
We're
this
gonna,
is,
we're gonna get an email.
we are stuck in South Dakota.
We might get an email for that.
So,
For saying beaners. My bad.
but yeah, sponsored, by D Game Podcast LLC.
Look them up. We will
Like,
be
subscribe, please ring the bell so you know when we release new stuff.
at
So
least
you are
once a week.
notified. Notify your friends and family. Anybody, if anybody you know that is either interested in getting into the business or that has a card and just needs to know where to get a decent product for a decent price.
It has to
You
have a
know,
card. If you do not have a South Dakota state registered medical card,
dude,
no, just
that
no.
light's been reflecting in my glasses this whole time. Might
Can't
be
see what's going
recording
on.
the next episode without glasses on.
You ain't gonna be able to see shit, dude.
It's okay. I don't. I only need to read this far away.
Man, that ain't gonna help.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with it. I'll be all right. I'll fumble through the words. Maybe you hold the notebook next time.
We get a slideshow. Can we PowerPoint this?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah. If anything, there was on the podcast that we said offended you or hurt your feelings or made you feel bad.
Busted your balls.
Made you hurt deep down on the inside. Remember that you can't be mad at us for what we said when we were smoking that ish. All right, we'll see you guys
Later,
next time.
guys.